This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is practice and then prepare. Okay, two things. And fine. So practice notepad for, so you need to type in something, understand, okay, how you will write, how you will type, and then how you will format it, how to underline, and then see that what are options we have, like this. So in Word file also same, create your CV, okay, create your notes in the Word file, your own notes, your own language. You can write in whatever you understood. So what you can write in here, so in a Word file I'll give you the interview questions, so you write your own answers for that interview questions, okay, so that you can prepare a Word document as well. And then Excel, obviously, like test cases you're writing, so that practice will be here only. And then working on a PPT, you can create a few PPTs for yourself. And then paint, so where we will be using the paint, you might be getting the question, okay. So paint we will be using many times, guys. What will happen is like whenever you are working for an application, for example you're working for Amazon, and then you find out that okay, there is a mobiles and there is a spelling error, bestseller, there is a mistake in the format or a font, the color, something. So what you will do, you have to take a screen print, okay, function print screen, there is a button print screen, and then you will paste it in the paint. And now you can come here, take this square, take the size, this one, and then color red. So now we will highlight, okay. So mobiles, there is a issue with the mobiles, okay, there is a issue with the bestseller. Okay, so if you highlight like this, anyone will be understanding, okay, so there is a issue here. And then obviously you will be giving the title to your defect and then all the details. So this is your application issues, okay. Or else you just underline, okay, so this way, and then it is not working. So it is called as highlighting, right? So then you select it, control A, control copy, and then you will be pasting in a tool, okay, wherever you will be using that, in that tool you use. Or few people will take in the Word files, or many directly add in a application, okay, so whatever Jira tool, whatever they are using, so this way you will be pasting that one, okay. So what about, so paint also you should use, this is a basic use I generally use, or in the organization we need to use, okay. I hope you got a clear idea about it now, okay. Where are we in terms of agile methodology? So what are different agile ceremonies we have? Okay, this is the interview question, guys. Okay, so what are different agile ceremonies you are part of? Okay, so what are the ones? Daily stand up. So what do you do in the daily stand up, very quickly, can anyone tell me?
In daily stand-up, we will inform like what we have done yesterday and what we are going to do today. Is there any impediments, blocking things to
Yes,
not
exactly.
continue the work?
Mhm. Yes. Okay. So fine. And then correct it is. So who all part of this Scrum meeting, daily stand up meeting?
And developers, testers.
There's everyone in the team who are
Yeah. Scrum master,
there.
and then everyone.
Product owner.
Owner. So sometimes they join.
Yeah, sometimes product owner or not. Okay. And then what is the sprint review? Sprint review is, so it is about what we have done, what is a not good or what is a good one. So to be honest, like it is a review. And then sprint review, exactly with the name. So after a sprint we will be having the sprint review. Initially what we have, sprint planning, okay, and then we have a sprint review.
Rajini, During a sprint review, don't we give a demo for what we done previous sprint? Sorry, during that sprint, don't we give the demo for that during the sprint review?
Uh, did anyone say that? No, I don't think so.
Okay. So do we discuss about the challenges only there?
No, no. It is about like we discuss. Okay, so in this one, yeah. So whatever we have done, that demonstration will be done. Okay, so developers will give that demonstration. Okay, we have completed these things. So in the planning, whatever we have done, to that planning what we have completed, so sprint review is at the end, right? So we will be understanding, okay, what we planned, what we completed, what we did not could not complete, or are we good to close that story, or are we completely done that. So it is a kind of demonstration we have to give, that okay, so this one is done, this one is not done, so what work we have done in that sprint, okay, collectively, all together. Okay, and then product owner will also be there in this, and he will be asking external stakeholders also, and the agile team members also, and so he will be monitoring that progress, in short. Okay, so review, in that review, what we have done, the work review. Okay.
Okay. And everybody participated in that sprint review, or only the high level people give the review about what we have done in this sprint? And
Okay. Generally, what happens is like all the people will join. Majorly, the developers will join. Okay, whatever they have developed and all, and then whatever the things are completed, they will join. QAs will also join. Okay, so few times, few cases, few project people, they will not include all the members. Okay, juniors or all. So it is like including all one is not needed. So if not needed, they will not include. So exactly, you are asking that right question. Okay.
yeah, actually, during the interview, everybody asking these kind of questions now. If any senior level persons taking interview, means they are asking more into agile than other technical.
Okay, so yeah, as per the definition, you can say everyone. Okay, so development team, the scrum master, product owner, management, customer, they all will join the sprint review. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
and then yeah, all will join, and then developers, QA, scrum master, and then product owner, the management people who are like QA manager, dev manager, or a director. Few companies they have managers as a director designation, right? So they are the management people, in short, who are all looking for the progress of that project. So all will be invited in that. So review is like whatever you have done. So management is more focused on what we have done, right? So they will be more interested to look into that one. And so at the end, after this, so we need to see that okay, whatever is completed, then that will be marked as a complete, and then that will be given for the release to give to the customer. Okay, so after review, and then what is the sprint retrospective? Retrospective is kind of a discussion where to improve the overall work, and overall the work and quality of work, and then how we can solve the issues, what are the better ways to do that. what we did the mistake in that sprint. Suppose we have delayed one thing. For example, developers have delayed giving the deployment to the testing. So testers will have less time to test, right? So that is not a good testing. So that is not the right thing to do. Or we should plan in a way that testers have got a good time to test. So in retrospective, everyone will talk in terms of whatever they feel, the feedback kind of. Okay, so this is the issue from my side. If we do this way, so this will improve the quality of work actually. Okay, so that way we will be providing. So end of the sprint we will have this, and then it is important to improve our sprint. And then so the mistakes will not be repeated. So it is important to not to repeat the mistakes in the sprint retrospective. So who? The development team, scrum master, product owner, these are all invited. When at the end of the sprint, this will, and then how much time this sprint retrospective? Half an hour to 45 minutes. Okay, so not more than just a half an hour discussion will be done. Each one will be given opportunity to talk on the retrospective. Okay, in this we will not only talk about the problems only, we will talk about what we have done better also. Okay, so both the things we discuss in the retrospective. So retrospective is a meeting at the end of the each sprint to improve overall quality of the work, and then not to repeat the mistakes again and again. So these are the ceremonies we have in the agile. Anyone, any questions? Okay,
What is the major difference between review and retrospective?
okay. So review, as I said, is about what we have done, the completed work. Okay, the people will talk about this is done, and this could we finish. Okay, for example, I ask you to give the assignment review. Okay, what will be in that review? In that review you will be saying that okay, this one I completed, this way I have completed, and these things are done. Okay, you will talk about what you have done. So you will try to prove that okay, you have done all your efforts and you have done it, right? So it is a kind of a, you are giving that to product owner. Okay, so consider you are a developer, you are a tester, and then you have got a 3 weeks to work. So in review you will say that okay, I have done this and this, all things you will talk about. And then everyone is there, product owner is there, and then your client people are also there. Okay, and you are saying that you completed this one, that one. So kind of a your work review. And okay, and what is retrospective is, it is about process related. Okay, so here client will not be there. First difference is your internal people are your product owner, scrum master. Product owner is optional here as well. Okay, so generally in my company product owner not part of it one. Yeah, it they can be part of. So as per the you can say, yeah, scrum master, product owner, scrum member, team members. Okay, QAs and developers are the part of retrospective. In that
Like,
retrospective, what is we do is, yeah.
like I observed one thing, like they have a retrospective board and where we discuss what went well and what didn't go well, like
Okay,
who did
okay,
what, appreciations and drawbacks of the sprint. So that's
okay.
how it goes.
In Kanban, there is a board. Okay, in Scrum, there will not be a board. Okay, so in Agile, there are different frameworks available. So in Agile, we have got a different frameworks. Okay, What are the different frameworks in Agile? Just a minute, guys. So I'll open a PPT and then I can show you some things. So Agile has got a different frameworks. Okay. So Agile, under this Agile umbrella, there is a Scrum, there is a Kanban. Okay. So in Kanban, there is a board. Okay. So visual effect they create. So they have a board. In that, visualize the flow of work. Okay. In that Kanban has got this principle. Kanban, they will have this board. Okay. So in Kanban, uh, agile methodology, if you are following Kanban, okay, for example, in your project you are following Kanban board or a Kanban framework for a agile, so you will be using the board for all. Okay, for retrospective also you will be using the board for day-to-day activities, progress, defects, user stories, everything will be on a board, so that people are able to see and then monitor who is doing what. Okay, few companies follow this Kanban board. So on a Kanban board, the to do activities, development activities, testing activities, deployment activities, and what are the completed activities will be there. Okay, what happens in that Kanban board is, so they will place a whiteboard, literally a whiteboard, whatever we saw in the school college time. That board will be kept in the office premises nearby your sitting area only, so where your project team members are sitting. So what happens is, you are in that team, and then obviously as a human we will be looking at a different walls. Okay, so the board is visible obviously, so it will be kept at a location where all members can see. And then if you write that, okay, this is ongoing, this is done, this is to do, and for from so many days that is in the to do list only, so you or everyone will be having that idea, okay, so this thing is in the to do list only, no progress on this, so which team is not working, it will be easily highlighted, right? No need to highlight also, visible to all. Okay, your product owner, your team members, like juniors also will understand what is the growth of that work going on. Okay, everyone will have. So in Convert, there will be a retrospective. Okay, so in Scrum and in Kanban, we have this all. Okay, in Kanban and Scrum, we have a retrospective. So in Kanban, we have a board, and then retrospective, they will be creating a board. In Scrum framework, not exactly the board, we can say, there will be a call setup. In that call, people will be asked, okay, so what is your point of view, is what is a good thing in point of view, and what is a thing we need to improve as per your point of view. Okay, so for example, there are 5 developers and 3 QS, so 8 members will get an opportunity. Okay, so you can talk on something good, something bad, or everything. So something good means you will appreciate, okay, this went well, this thing was good. Okay, so juniors, we have given a good support, they are doing good, or something like that. And then what went, what could be improved, like, okay, process wise we can add these things so that we get a documents very well, and then we are clear with the requirements initially, so we will raise the clarifications on a day one only instead of day two or day three, like that. Okay, so that that is your point of view. So it is not mandatory that you should speak up only. Okay, so you will be given an opportunity, you can talk about. So majority of suggestions will come for a same things, but fine. Okay, so they will be considered. So if you are looking at a problem as a problem, I'm also looking at a problem as a problem, it is a good one only, so no worries on that, but each one will get an opportunity to talk on that. And then that is the way, uh, in the Scrum framework, that works on. So in that, your product owner or your scrum master, so scrum master will lead all the calls. Okay, so he will be handling all the calls and all the activities. He will be sending the invite, maintaining that notes and everything. So he will make a note of retrospective points, whatever each person is saying. Okay, and then he will make sure that okay, the problems are not repeated again and again. So he will have that solutions noted, problems discussed with the concerned person. Okay, not all the problems are with the team members, right? So there are some problems with the different team members or a higher management or a client. Okay, so client is not giving us a requirement clearly, and then at a day 4 he is giving. So that might be the case, right? So different uh, we have different problems from different teams, different team members. So that one will be taken to that team member, and then your scrum master will try to have that solution and then implement that solution, so that that errors will not be, or that same kind of issues are not repeated. Okay, so in this is our topic, guys. Okay, so this also we will be covering as a part of. So what is a Kanban board? Okay, so as you said, okay, that is a board, and on a board they will be writing. Yeah, in on a Kanban framework, in the Kanban framework, if a company is following, they will be writing the board on a board. Okay, so Kanban has got a principles. How the Scrum has got a principles, Kanban has got a its own principles. Okay, did I answer your question, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what are in Agile? So in Agile we have a different framework. So Lean, develop, extreme programming, we have. Okay, we have a Scrum, very famous. Okay, 80% companies follow the Scrum. Okay, Scrum model in the organizations. And then extreme programming is also used, adaptive software development is used, dynamic software development very few. So Kanban is used 15%. Okay, so Kanban is used in the manufacturing area as well majorly, and Scrum is majorly used in the software industries. And then few companies in the software industry they go with the Kanban, but majorly Kanban is followed in the different industries. Kanban is itself very famous, but not in the software. So in other industries it is very famous. Okay, and in that, so in the as we started, so we'll continue with this one. Okay, so what is a Kanban? So what are the core principles of Kanban? How the core principle of Scrum was the client is only the most priority, like satisfying the client is, or you have to work as per the client. Okay, so highest priority is for the client. Likewise in the Kanban we have this one. So what are the core practices and the that we have to follow? Visualize the flow of work. So Kanban principle says that visualize the flow of work. Flow of work means who is doing what. Okay, who is doing what means what. So visualize the flow of work in terms of having the board. So visualize whatever the workflow is going on, what is started, what is in progress, what is done. Visualize that flow on a board. So literally on a whiteboard they will be writing with the marker. Okay, so properly on a board. Okay, so and then it will be used and it will be placed nearby the people where the team sits. Okay, limit the work in progress. So next practice says in this Kanban method, limit the work in progress. Do not start all the things and then keep that all the things in progress, right? So if you start so many things, then so many things will be in progress and nothing is there in the done. So start few in progress, keep few, and then after finishing start something different. Okay, so limit your in progress, limit work in progress. Okay, manage flow, you should manage the flow. Okay, limit the workflow and manage flow. Manage flow means who is developing, who is testing, what is the flow, what is developed that can be tested, right? So the developer should develop and then tester should be ready for the testing by the time developer is giving them for the testing. And then once the testing is completed, again developer should be ready to deliver a next feature of the application for the testing likewise. So manage your flow, make process policies explicit. Okay, so everything is explicit here. So they are writing on a board visible to all. Whatever policies you are, write it or make that explicit, tell it. Okay, implement feedback loops here also. um, Implement the feedback. Okay, so after you finish off one or two tasks and then have the feedback and then have that implementation of a feedback loops. Improve collaboratively, evolve experimentally. So collaboratively work and then improve and then evolve exper- experimentally. So experiment, like we are working, so we are getting the feedback, so we are growing and then evolving, right? So collaboratively work. So these are the Kanban practices, principles. Okay, so after this, what is a Kanban board? So Kanban board is the board which has a backlog to do development, testing, deployment, and done. Backlog is your all feature list, right? So complete product feature list is a backlog. To do means what is we need to do. Okay, now in a month or now the pipeline things. What is in the development? So what development is ongoing? So that is in the development. Testing, what is a testing team is working on, so what they are going to test, that is. So ongoing means it is in progress. So here in the bottom it is showing as ongoing, right? So development, testing, and then deployment means given to the client for real time use. Okay, done means given, delivered to the client, that way. So this is your Kanban board. So here also a board. Here you can understand better, right? It is a simple backlog, to do, ongoing, done. So what is a backlog? Complete list. To do, what is we need to do, and then ongoing things, and then completed ones. Okay. So what are the explicit policies? Card must be prioritized and sized. Only product owner can and cards here. Okay, so whatever policies you have for your industry or you're working for your project, so that one you will write here. Okay, so as Kanban board is used in the different industries, not only in the software, different industries it is used, so they have policies, right? So uh, yeah, maybe the manufacturing unit or other unit. Okay, for that they will be having different policies. Okay, who will be entering, who will be allowed, who will be not allowed, in which case which person is allowed. Okay, so what are the different levels of access given, authorities, all that. So all that policies are explicitly mentioned on a board. Okay, what is going on, what is done. So that way the Kanban is famous in different industries. So in software also few projects use this Kanban board. okay, around 15%, but majorly uses the Scrum. So Scrum has got a different thing. So here in a Scrum, the client satisfaction is much more important, and then depends, okay. So it is not decided by the team members, it is by the need of your business, which framework to use, that will be decided, okay, based on the business need or based on your project, how it is and what is we are in. So what entirely the system is all about, so the project is for which client or what is the use of that client, depends on all that. We'll be using that different methods, okay. So any questions guys in this? So few people consider agile means Scrum only. Okay, no, agile is not a Scrum. Agile has got a different things in it. Okay, agile is a umbrella where several methods and practices come under it. Okay, so whereas Scrum is majorly used, so people consider Scrum and agile is same. Okay, so Scrum is agile only. Okay, guys, able to understand? Fine. So now who will tell what is agile testing? Agile testing has the rules and principles of agile software development. And then it works in the iteration. Okay, so what are the roles in the Scrum? Product owner, Scrum master, team members. Okay, so what are the Scrum artifacts? We have a product backlog and then sprint backlog. Okay, and then we have a meetings, sprint planning, daily Scrum or a daily stand-up meeting, sprint review, sprint retrospective. Okay. Any questions, guys? Good.
Rajini, can you please explain about burn down charts and velocity charts? Is it
Yeah,
necessary?
yeah, that is also necessary. Okay, so velocity, that is again a very famous interview question. What is a burn down chart? And then, yeah, so that we will cover tomorrow, guys. Okay, so today I'm bit down with a cold. Okay, so we'll cover tomorrow. That is again a interesting topics. There are some definitions you need to know. Okay, so what is sprint zero? There are interview questions. Okay, in the agile.
Rajini, could you please share the interview questions in Agile?
Okay, yeah, I'll share that. Okay, okay. So in reference document, did I share this one? There is a one document available for a agile one. Okay, here is. this interview bit. Okay, here you will get good questions and the answers. Okay, so whatever you are now asking, velocity, all that also you will be getting. Okay, so what are different frameworks in Agile, different types of Agile methodology? So Scrum, Extreme Programming, Kanban, all are there. Okay, and then what is sprint backlog, what is sprint zero, and what is velocity. Okay, so you will be getting here. Anyway, we will cover this. Okay, you can have this reference as well, so it has got questions and answers. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Rajni,
Okay. Yeah.
I will be not available.